Right, so Bao just gave a response, her side of the story. So let's see what she said. I know there's a lot of people accusing her. Probably gonna be more since the Sykkuno girlfriend statement was released.
Can everyone hear me?
Okay, she
Pretty
doesn't have her
clear right
model.
now? Okay. Um, I'm just gonna go right into it. A few weeks ago, a girl approached me, and
Okay.
she asked if a tweet I made last year was about, um, we all know who, and she revealed to me that it was her boyfriend. If it was true that the tweet was about her boyfriend, I said yes, and I asked her if she would like to join a Discord call with me.
Okay.
And in that call, I told her what I've heard from other girls. Girls often at various, events where I meet people, they share with me their negative experiences with him, and that he often tries to solicit sex from them. And at this point, I felt that it wasn't right of me to speak on anyone's behalf. So instead of me going straight into the details that were shared in confidence with me, I got her in contact with girls who were affected by this person to share their experiences with her one-on-one. At that point, I just got them in contact with each other. And after our phone call, I don't know what was divulged between the conversations between her and the other girls. I was more so focused on her safety. She shared with me that she was wanting to move out that week, and during that time, I tried my best to keep in contact.
So she's talking about the girlfriend here. Am I getting this right? Like the girlfriend was saying she wanted to move out?
Contact with her and make sure she's safe. Gave her as much help as possible to make the move as fast and smooth as possible. This is me, telling her pretty much everything that helped me a lot with my recent move. As you all know, I recently moved. That was,
Okay.
It's a lot, especially in a short amount of time. And she shared with me that friends from out of state would be flying in to help her move.
So wait, okay, maybe she'll say this, but when in the timeline is that happening? That's after okay, I get it. So that's after the group call where I guess she got in contact with Mal and they exchange information, and then she wants to move out. Bao gives her tips to move out. I don't know what they mean by she was being unsafe, Kimchi. I don't know. Did the girlfriend tell her that she felt unsafe or not? Or is that assumptions? I have no clue.
But at the last minute, she decided to talk to her boyfriend.
Okay.
No contact.
Okay.
She wanted to stay. And I, there's after, helping her, doing what I could. I'm sure her friends also shared the same sentiment as me. We all tried our best to help her out of a very difficult situation, but it was, there was nothing anyone could really do. It was her decision. And I think the only thing I could do at that point was respect it and left it at that. But not long after, this is her deciding not to move.
Wait, we gotta read this. Hi, Bao. I'm sorry it's been a bit since I've gotten back to you. I wanted to let you know what was going on, but I imagine it will probably be confusing for you to hear. Essentially, before I left for redacted name, I decided to go see redacted. Something was pushing me to see him before I left, so I decided to go. Okay, I assume the second name redacted here is Sykkuno, right? I don't think it's helpful for me to go into details, but basically I was shown some things that really made me doubt my decision on leaving. What was she shown? After talking with him for a long time, and after seeing these things, I decided it wasn't a choice I wanted to make anymore, so I didn't end up leaving.
And, I feel like I had did what I could to try and get her out of a very awful situation. But again, you still have to respect your friend's boundaries. And if that was her decision, that was her decision. So I left it at that. But then not long after, a Vtuber would contact my mod for
Wait, so I'm wrong about the timeline. A VTuber, so that's when Mal comes in, because wasn't that in the Google Doc? So that my timeline was wrong. It started, the group call happens later on in the timeline.
Like,
Right, this is the first time watching this, so like this is, I was gaming. That would be Mal. Okay, that would be Mal. So I don't want to mislead you guys. I was wrong about earlier.
related thing. But coincidentally, while they were chatting, she mentioned going on a date with Sykkuno. And I was pretty alarmed.
What the fuck? Okay, what? So the girlfriend wanted to leave, talked to a Sykkuno, he convinced her or whatever, they talked about it. She changes her the decision. He showed her stuff that made her change her mind, whatever that is. After that, Bao learns that Mal is still going on a date with Sykkuno. That's crazy.
Because in
The talk no jutsu. Shut up, chat.
her last message to me, she was shown things that made her doubt her decision on leaving. So, you know, it seemed that things were looking up for their relationship, but that didn't make sense because the VTuber showed me and my mod screenshots of him talking to her as early as 30 minutes ago at this point in time. And so,
Bro, this is even messier. Speech 100.
so I went back to the girlfriend and told her, hey, do you know anything about this VTuber? She said no. And I told her, I really think you should ask your boyfriend to see his DMs with her, and decide for yourself, you know, like, is he really being honest with you? And at that point, I'm still...
Wait, if somebody... Alright, if you guys were going out with somebody and they were cheating on you, would you want somebody else to tell you? Like, would you want your friend or acquaintance to tell you? I think you should talk to her. She said they talked in calls and DMs. I don't understand. Please tell her to add me. I just need screenshots of their conversation if possible. That's all I need. Yes, I will. Alright, she seemed like she did want to talk. Yes, yes. Yes, tell me. Yes, I'd dump that person immediately. It's kind of a difficult truth to hear.
just doing what she's requesting.
Like, you never want to be in the position to be the one to tell somebody that. That's an awful, like, that's an awful position to be in. Unless you love drama. But who likes that kind of stuff, man? That's terrible. That is terrible. Yeah, she forgive him, and they were patching things up, and he was still on demon time. No fucking way, dude.
Instead of me, she wanted to talk to the girl one-on-one. I put them in a group chat and I immediately left.
Better to know than not know and keep it going. That's true. That's true,
I felt
chat.
that this was much more than I bargained for. You know, I was already feeling like I was at my wit's end. I can't really force anyone to make the right decisions or do anything they don't want to do. And
yeah, you gotta let people hit their own walls.
And I felt that, you know, I've done what I could while respecting everyone's boundaries. And that is what I felt was the right thing to do.
Jesus.
I, of course, have known for a while, as well as a lot of other people, that this guy's kind of just, he's no good. And I felt that, you know, I already kind of had my taste of what I guess would happen if things went public. That's, again, like, everything that I did to this point was completely private, and I'm not really sure what else I can share or divulge to prove that I am, I guess, like a lot of people are making my role out to be a lot more than it actually was. I honestly just got these girls in contact with each other, and I didn't have to, but I did because, well, it seemed like at this point, since so many girls were involved, they should at least be in contact with each other. And also, my biggest thing is, it's not really my place to speak on behalf of anyone. I don't think I'm personally not a victim. I personally have never been in a situation with this guy, but these other girls have. You know, that's pretty much all I have to say. Sorry if things are a little jumbled. I don't want to mention any more names and add fuel to the fire. I think that emotions are really high because people are hurt and confused and are looking for answers in the wrong places. And I think it would do a lot of good if people hopped off online. And yeah, that's kind of it. I've been offline for the most part, and I hope you guys can follow suit. I highly recommend it. And yeah, I just wanted to clear that up since my name is mentioned in the doc, but if you did read it, I just got the girls in contact with each other. Thank you. Anyways, just be safe and
Okay, so I guess she's clarifying that she had no bigger role in the Google Doc. What she's saying, basically, TLDR, is that all she did was get the girls in contact with each other. I see, I guess it's a response because yesterday or before yesterday, she made a sponsored Crunchyroll tweet, and a lot of people were upset at her in the QRTs, like very, very, very mad. Also upset that she took a Crunchyroll sponsor. Was a little bit confusing about that part. I didn't understand what's so controversial about Crunchyroll. I guess everybody's kind of thinks they're annoying, but besides that, I'm not aware that there's like a controversy going on with Crunchyroll at the moment. And later on in her Discord server, she clarified that she hasn't been on Twitter and her scheduled and sponsored content is 100% hands off, so I guess somebody else is posting it for her. I mean, regardless, a sponsor, you have to just do it. Like, I don't know if she's gonna go back to content creation. She made a tweet not long ago saying like she's not really into it anymore. She's trying to find her love back for it. Yeah, she's been accused of having a bigger part in the scandal. Some people are even alleging that she might get sued. So this was probably a needed clarification. I think there are still some questions that remained to be answered. Yeah, people begin making shit up about her role in this. Yeah, you're right, chat. But I think my prediction after this is that people will still question whether or not she knew the video would come out or whether or not she knew that the Google Doc would come out. I'm just kind of like trying to predict what kind of criticism or what kind of pushback she'll get from that. I'm sure she will still get pushback. TBH, her role here is pretty clean and honest. TBH, she's kind of a real one looking out for her friend. True, I mean, she was put in a difficult position there. Especially on the second time around, you're like, fuck, I want to get out of this. I don't want to be involved in this. But then you get information. You gotta be the messenger, the delivery of bad news. Also, I like that she didn't blab herself to the person. Like, she could have said, oh, I heard that he did this and this, but instead she put the girlfriend in contact directly with them. That way, I think she thought she could, step out of the situation, but I guess that's not the case because it's the internet. Didn't even want to spread secondhand account on a rumor. She just said hear it directly from them and had them speak directly instead of her spreading for them. Yes, but now I'm like, okay, but then why? I mean, the Sykkuno girlfriend joined statement, if that girl is actually Bao's friend, why did she... I mean, she could have specified that in her statement so people wouldn't send hate to Bao. I mean, maybe it's just like my drama/commentary brain, but like I could have seen it coming from a mile away that Bao would get shit on after that statement. Isn't like the statement was basically saying all of these people are not my friend. None of them checked up on me. And I didn't want this to be out. Oh, she was talking about those making money off of it or those who never asked her before going public. Bao never went public or made money off of it. Oh, so what you guys are saying is that like it's clear that Bao had no involvement in this from the statement. Yeah, but like the internet is connecting all kinds of dots. It's not that clear. I mean, it's clear if you read it literally, but you know how people are with like connecting imaginary dots and conspiracy theories. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.